Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy RnalofY. Today I'm gonna show you the basics of Alight motion, and lots of people I see requested on me doing cameras. So I'm gonna show you how to do a camera. I'm gonna show you how to play with camera, I guess. So first, I made this little project. It's not finished. See, I already have a camera set up, so let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the basics on how to use camera correctly, and today I'm also gonna include the null. I don't want to make this as a separate video, so I'm gonna include the null in it. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna show you on how the movement even works. So basically, first of all, we got the movement. This is scaling. Scaling works on camera, but I actually suggest you not to use this scale, especially if you use null, because null won't work if you use a scale. Null won't work if you use scale. So yeah, if you attach the camera to null, it won't work. Later I'm gonna show you how to attach the camera on it. Okay, so first thing is we want to make the camera. So in this project, I want to make the camera transition from up all the way to down. So the way to do it is, y'all can actually just follow along and then see how I usually do it. This is how I usually make my daily edits usually. So yeah, this is the first thing. First of all, this is called a keyframe, and you wanna the further the keyframe you put is on how long the camera is gonna move. So if I just move this up, yes, so yeah, if I just move this up, it will look like this. You can see it doesn't look very smooth. So we're gonna add, the next thing we're gonna add is what I call curves. So curves, or yeah, easing, I guess, if you would say. In editing, it's called easing. So there's a bunch of easing you can choose over here, but I'd rather for you to do it customly. I don't the easing that I usually use in transitions is this one right here. Yeah, so it makes the camera instantly go down like that. So yeah, and next, what I wanted to do with the project is I want to make the camera zoom out. Because I have something that you can see all these no copies here. I have something that I wanted to do. I have something that I put in when you zoom out, you can see it later. So the next thing we're gonna go over is gonna be null. Okay, so I have put down a null right here. Let me set it up real quick. Alright, there we go. I have set up the null, and now it's time to attach the camera to the null so we can use it. Okay, so the way to do it is you want to click on the camera, on your current camera that you wanted to attach, to attach the null with, and then click this little icon at the top right here where I have like the little two thing right here. This is called parenting. So you can actually go to Alight's Motions channel and then see how parenting works. I'm not gonna explain it here because they already did explain it. So so basically you want to click the null right here, and now as you can see, the null moves with the camera moves with the null as well. And I suggest, if you because the null is gonna spawn not where you want it to be, so I'd suggest for you is to adjust the null first on where you're gonna spawn, on where your middle camera is. Okay, I have adjusted my null in the middle of the camera. So, and then after that, then you can attach it. Make sure to do that, or else when you want to do rotation and stuff, the anchor, the middle point will be on the null where so if the null is actually not in the middle of the camera and you want to rotate the camera, it's not gonna rotate like in the middle. So yeah. there's a lot of trick you can do with that. So yeah, and so let's try and make the zoom out. So yeah, remember how I said last time not to do it with the scale? Yeah, this is what happens if you do it with the scale. Basically it looks something like that, so I suggest you don't do it with the scale. So you want to do it with this camera movement trick, move and transform. So you want to click the Z. So Z is how far the camera is. So the more I go up is the more the closer the camera will be, and the more I go down is the farther the camera will be from that object. And I will show you an example to it right now actually. So first we're gonna put the camera right here actually. Wait. Okay. And there it is, there's the object I showed. So this is what we call, so I will show you how to do this blur trick right here actually. Hold up, let me just finish this and then I will show you. So yeah, this is the keyframe that I usually use when cameras when I want to zoom out. And now it looks something like this. See, it looks smoother than ever. Nice. And you can do so much with keyframing. You just gotta experiment with. You just gotta experiment it a lot. And if you really want the camera to be smoother when going back, I suggest you move the keyframe a little bit further from each other. See, it works. Okay, so how to do this blur trick right here? So the way to do it is you go click on your camera and then go to camera options and then go to this little lens thing right here, and then click turn on focus blur. It will look like this. See that? And you can actually play around with this too. If you do this, and then so I'm gonna show you on how to use this thing actually. Lots of people doesn't make a tutorial using on how the focus blur works, so I'm gonna show you how does people do it actually. So to make the focus blur look smoother, so all you gotta do is just find the keyframe that you zoomed out on, and then go to focus blur, and then keyframe the focus distance, and then go to the end of the keyframe where you zoomed out, where it finishes. Okay, and then you want to click and then put another keyframe down, and then play around with the controls, make it be able to be seen. There you go. And then you can do something like this. You just gotta make sure to setting it the right way too. You can also copy curves if you really have a hard time to. So if you want to make it, if you want to make a keyframe, the smooth easing on another object, you can like copy if you doesn't want to do it again. Then copy. So I'm gonna copy this real quick. Then we did it. You can't really see the no, so we want to make sure to, you can basically setting it however you like. The null, the focus blur, you can setting it on however you like actually. So yeah. Go look like this. And there we go. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna show you for basic tutorials on camera. Again, this will be my first ever tutorial I did on this channel even, so I hope you definitely enjoyed it. So yeah, this is gonna be my first ever tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more tutorials. I might probably, the next tutorial I'm gonna do is actually text animation if you guys really want to see that. So yeah, see ya.